Hi, my name is Mrs. Smith. I hear that you want to learn more about innovation management. Here I will present the innovation management system. Establishing an innovation management system would allow your company to achieve more success with products, services, processes, organizational design, and business model innovation. By using the system, your company will get a supporting tool to evaluate and identify future market opportunities. Additionally, this structured approach will minimize risks in business activities. It may also help encourage the employees to get more engaged in your current market and future strategies. Key elements covered by the Innovation Management System (IMS) are shown in the figure below. As you can see, there is an interconnection between ideas, innovation results, their assessment, improvement, planning, and subsequently generating new ideas. Stay tuned. Leadership for innovation. The starting point is the creation of an innovation vision for a company and a strategy on how to achieve this vision with support of the management. The management team should ensure that the innovation vision, strategy, policies, and objectives are established for innovation management and are compatible with other strategies and policies of the company. The management team of the company should also create a strong culture for innovations in order to make the personnel aware and motivated about the importance of the innovations for the company. Be aware of that the pointers below are defined for a range of different businesses, and you should therefore focus on the parts that are relevant for your business. Strategy. The management team of the company should define the company's innovation capacity and resources, what innovation means for the company, criteria that distinguish innovation from the daily business, what kinds of innovation should be focused on, and the levels of novelty that should be focused on, the policy of the human resources, policy of intangible assets and intellectual property, and the policy of collaboration. Under planning, the team should determine the risks and opportunities in order to ensure that the IMS can reach its intended results, prevent or reduce undesired effects, achieve continual improvement. Organization. The management team should define the responsibilities for the general innovation management and responsibilities for the specific innovation projects. The responsibilities for the general innovation management should be assigned to one person and should include developing the operational planning, initiating and driving the innovation projects, assigning for every project the innovation project responsibilities, coordinating across the different projects, reporting to the manager of the company. The responsibilities for a specific innovation project can be assigned to a person or a team and should include undertaking the assigned project and its objectives, using the innovation tools, reporting to the general innovation management person. Resources and competence. The management team should determine and provide the resources needed for the IMS. They should determine and ensure the competence for persons working with the IMS, take actions to acquire and maintain the necessary competence. Communication and documentation. The management team should establish communication for IM, what to communicate, when, to whom, and by whom. Intellectual property and knowledge management. The management team should define a policy for its intangible assets, including knowledge and know-how, and intellectual property. The policy should establish awareness on potential infringements of third parties' IP and its consequences, establish responsibility for managing IP, establish the importance for the organization to obtain freedom to operate and manage or control the risks related to its IP. The responsibilities for the general innovation management. The management team should establish a detailed innovation process covering idea management, development of projects, protection and exploitation, and market introduction. Idea management includes generation, capturing, evaluation, and selection of the new ideas. The steps may be the scope of the idea generation, frequency, the resources where ideas should be collected, the means for protecting the newly generated ideas, and of course the creator's rights, and the criteria for the evaluation and selection of ideas. Development of projects may use methods called phase gate or innovation thinking. Phase gate process includes setting a detailed plan with clear objectives and deliverables that is monitored as the project unfolds. The principle of the innovation thinking process is to break the problem down to its core elements and to involve people across the company. Protection and exploitation of the outcomes of innovation should be made using the best option of protection in every case. Market introduction can include the following steps: identify the intellectual property environment, developing the marketing and sales plan, securing funding and organizational resources for market introduction and expansion, and establishing production, supply chain, customer support and feedback, and training of the involved disciplines as requested. Continuing on innovation management processes, I will discuss about assessing the results of the innovation process. The company should specify what, how often, against what, and by whom results should be assessed. Financial indicators may be profit growth rate, revenue growth rate, cost savings for the organization and clients, growth in operational margin, return in innovation investment. Non-financial indicators may be numbers of ideas put through the innovation process, market share, efficiency of processes, brand awareness and reputation, impact in the number of employees as a result of innovations, intangible assets, and ecological and social sustainability as a result of innovations. Performance assessment for the innovation management system. The management team should review the company's IMS, including the status of action from previous reviews, changes in external and internal context relevant to the IMS, information on the performance of the IMS, opportunities for continual improvement. Related to the improvement of the innovation management system, the management team should identify deviations and establish corrective and improvement actions. A roadmap with measures should be defined. The implementation of the improvement measures should be monitored regarding the defined timeline, the completeness of the defined tasks, and the impact expected from the measures of the IMS.